Now, I bought one of these. Let me take you through the journey. So I saw this online and thought I've just got to give this a go. An eye-watering £95 later, the product was dispatched and on its way to me. And here it is. First of all, I love the way it comes with this little carry handle. What's the point in that? Are you supposed to take it on holiday with you? Anyway, let's open it up and see what we got. It looks like it's packaged pretty nicely. Here's the instruction manual, which I'll take a look at in a minute. And well, here it is. Let's get it out. It comes inside of a plastic bag, and actually is quite a substantial unit. There's a bit of weight to it, and so far it feels pretty strong and robust. There's 4 buttons here, but I'm not daring to touch any of those yet. I love the way it comes packaged with a nice golden ribbon around it. It's like open the bow and reveal your new favourite present. And ooh, I've released these tentacle things. They just open out really freely. Each one's got a plastic cover on which you can just slide off, and well, yeah, there's some pretty crazy mechanisms going on in here. How do people invent this stuff? So let's press the trigger. Yes, check it out. That's so funny. It's like something out of Ghostbusters. And, well, I gotta be honest, I've got no idea how this works. So let's check out the instructions. Oh dear, we might be in a bit of trouble here. They've translated it to Operaliton Instruclion. Operaliton Instruclion. Isn't that brilliant? Let's hope the translations inside are better. Oh, great. There's no translation at all. And these pictures, well, they don't help much. I mean, look at that. Isn't that amazing? Well, I figured the first thing I need to do is charge it up. But when I opened up the transformer, of course, it's for a Chinese socket, and they didn't supply me with an adapter. So, another £9, and a day later, and I opened this up. I just hope it works. Yes, it fits. So I plugged it in, plugged the other end into the handle, and switched it on. So while we're waiting for that to charge, I want to show you what's inside here. It's another product made in China, and it's also for washing. If you want to buy anything you see in this video, there's links in the description. Take it out of the package, and there we go. What do you think? It's got these brushes all the way along the bottom here. There's this pad on the back, which is kind of rough, like sandpaper. There's a load more brushes hanging down from the top here, and if we turn it upside down, you can see there's 6 of these sucker pads all the way along the base. The whole thing is rigid, it's not flexible at all. And have you got any idea what it is yet? Well, the reason it looks a little bit like a shoe is because it's actually for cleaning your feet. The idea is you put it down in the shower tray and it suctions to the floor. Then when you're having your shower, you can rub your feet back and forward inside of it. Well, that actually feels really good. It's like a nice massage for the sole of your foot. The rough pad at the back is useful if you want to exfoliate any dried skin. And of course, add a little soap and you can really lather it up to give your feet a really good scrub. Well, I definitely really like that. The only concerns I did have with this product was you do have to be careful not to bash the top of your foot on these bits here that hold the bristles. They're actually hard plastic and they can hurt. And the other concern I had was, even though I've only used this product once, you can see some of the bristles have already started to lose their shape. Quite a few have started to bend over flat. But next we're going to look at this. It's another cleaning gadget which was made in China, and when we open it up, it's actually 2 of these kind of mop cover things. It's quite a nice kind of plush cleaning material, and it's got this elastic strip going around the top. They look like just a replacement cover for a mop, but actually they're designed to go on your feet and used as a floor mop. Now, I don't really want to get my socks or feet wet, so I put on some trainers, and they do just about stretch over. That's so weird. I put the other one on as well, and there we go. In fact, with the colour, they almost look like they're supposed to be there. Some kind of weird trainer or something. You do of course need to be a little bit careful with your walking because they are a bit slidey. So let's try them out. I put a bowl with some soapy water in on the floor, dipped in my foot, did the same with the other one, then started mopping. I guess just slide your feet across the floor, right? That's so funny. They are actually quite good for getting up close to things and going into the corners. They do slide across the floor pretty well. My feet are still nice and dry, and they've got to be doing some cleaning. So I carried on into another room. If you see any stains, you can just rub your foot over them a few times. And when you're done, just slide them off your shoes and wash them out. Oh, look at all that dirt. So they definitely work. You probably could put them in the washing machine, but I just hand washed them. Now, before we go back to the washing up brush, I want to quickly show you this product. Remove it from the packaging, and we've got this kind of weird but cute looking ladybird. You can see on the bottom there's this small array of little brushes and a hole in the centre. There's a button here on the front which says push, which allows you to remove this bottom tray. And on the side here, it says open, close. So I think you can kind of, twist it and the top comes off. So inside's a motor and a space for a couple of AA batteries. I fitted them, put the top back on and locked it in place. So they call this thing a mini multifunction cleaner, and it's actually a little vacuum for your work surface. Just flick the little switch to turn it on, then wipe it over whatever mess you want to suck up. You can see it's working really well with these breadcrumbs. If I move this toaster out of the corner, oh yeah, look at that. It goes right up into the corner and against the wall. And it could also be handy on your desk. And once you're done, just open up the tray to remove the rubbish. Pretty cool, huh? Well, it's definitely worked. If you're enjoying this video and want to support me, please do subscribe. Now back to the brush. It's showing the green light, so I guess it's ready to go. I did give it a bit more of an inspection and found these arms have got rollers going all the way along, and there's loads of knuckles, so they curl all the way around. There's also these little rollers here, which I think help support the plate, and I found you can push these two pins across to open up the top part of this brush section like this. Inside are these foam rollers, which I think turn with the motor and grip the plate. There's also this adjustment screw here on the top, so you can kind of set the level of curvature on the brush, and also slide it up and down to change the profile. So now we're a bit more familiar with it, let's try it out. I'm gonna try pressing the button. Look at that, it's working. So I found if you press this button, it operates the motor for 5 seconds. And if you want that to be shorter or longer, you can use these buttons to adjust it. And this button here is a simple on and off button. Press it once to turn on, and again to stop it. Now the first thing I'm going to do is try it with a clean plastic plate. So I think you just kind of wedge it down in here, then pull the trigger. Yeah, yes, it grips it. And press the button. Hey, yes, look at that. It's working, it's working. It spins it beautifully. You can really see how these brushes are just going to wipe away any dirt. And there does seem like quite a lot of brushes. Oh, I'm super excited. So, I've actually got a whole load of old dirty plates I've left out, along with some cutlery in a bowl. So let's try it out for real. So I slotted this smaller plate in first, I dipped it into the water, and turned it on. And it's working, it's actually cleaned it. I'm going to give it a bit of a rinse off under the tap as well. Well, that's sparkly and clean. Let's work our way through the others. Slot it in. Wow, this thing is so much fun. Another one done. Now this one's got a load of old bean juice on it. Slide it in, and these tentacle things really do make it feel quite secure. And yeah, well, it seems to have cleaned that really well too. You can see some of the dirt is getting caught up around where the brushes are, so I'm giving the plate a little rinse off afterwards. But again, it's sparkly and clean. And in with the last one as well. It's probably quite good to dip it into the water a bit while it's cleaning, and I'm rinsing it under the tap again as well. So let's see how it handles this bowl. Well, it slides in okay, and the pincers seem to hold it. And the same thing again, it's just done it. There are a few little bits still stuck on which were dried on, so I'm going to give it another go with a little bit more water. Well, yeah, happy with that. Now let's open it up and see how much dirt it's collected inside. There's some on the brushes and on the rollers, which I guess you've got to expect. I just washed it off in the sink, and cleaning it seems easy enough. I think if you're using this gadget, like with all washing up, it's really best to let the plates soak in some water first, rather than just leaving them on the side where the food starts to dry on. So if we had some which were already soaking in the sink, you can see how easy it is. I love this gadget, it's so much fun. But let's check it out with some dirty cutlery. I'm actually opening up the drawer again for this, and I'm going to clean it in between the rollers. And you can actually give it a little dip in the water. Well, that knife's come out really shiny. It's working well with the forks too. I'm making sure I'm holding onto it quite tightly so it doesn't pull it all the way through. Here's the other knife. Look at that, really shiny. And same for the spoon. I'm moving it around a little so it cleans the whole curve. This gadget definitely makes washing up fun, but it is expensive. You might struggle to find replacement parts, and I'm not actually sure it makes washing up any quicker. But have you seen this kitchen gadget? This is an automatic potato peeler. I did an experiment testing out a range of kitchen gadgets to see if they are actually quicker than just using a knife. And to see the video, you can click on the link here. Have fun.